Think, thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father? Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently, give me more than 12 legions of angels? Now, that's what I'm saying to you, these angels that Jesus is talking about right now, is these spaceships that I tell you guys that I came here with. Now, I tell you guys, I brought 1 million with me, and each ship can make 1 million thumpers. And these thumpers that I tell you is those light entities that they want to tell you it's meteorites, but they're not meteorites. They're weaponry. They are light technology that is thinking, calculating energies of intelligence that can take on manifestations. They can come to the earth and manifest into a small child and walk up to you and actually talk to you. This is the stuff I'm working with. They could take on manifestations of whole areas in the ground and make the soil act like water, make the water act like soil, make sinkholes just pop up nowhere, do its work, and then disappear with everything that is swallowed, gone forever. So you guys might want to think about that while you have a chance to. So this betrayal of Jesus is the betrayal of all of us as a people on the planet. Okay. So Jesus stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. Then said Jesus unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? That's these UFOs everyone see around the planet. They can't tie that in with the Jesus thing, because it's the white people on the earth scared as hell because it's not them. They know it's not them. But you can see me coming out of here, and you know exactly what it is. It's me and my family. Y'all keep waiting on this Jesus and partially if you want to, but you're going to deal with a SAR. You might as well start understanding that. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father? I don't have to pray. I am my Father. Everything I think about, he already knows. See, what they mean when they say pray, they mean just think. That's all it means. Meditate. This word prayer should be replaced with meditate. And meditate means to just ponder on thought. Concentration, meditation is the same thing. You see? So we need to get rid of this word pray. Because anything you pray for, as soon as you get through praying, you got to get up and go do the necessary laboring. If you work on that principle. A real smart, intelligent, aged mind knows that you can literally make things materialize. All you have to do is be patient and know that the spiritual realm is at work. But we live in a world that try to take this knowledge away from people. So they keep you flux and keep you flexed, where you be on a timeline, you be on a linear type of white man type establishment, as to where they keep you broke, where every week you have to work week to week. So an interruption of a job can make everything collapse and everybody die, fall, get kicked out, and all this stuff. So they make it where you can't use the spiritual realm that the universe gave you, where you can utilize space and magic of nature, the water, the soil, the sun, and all that stuff, to have the right to grow your own crops, have your own house. Because they enslaved everyone. So they want you to have all that stuff gone and give you a spook God to believe in other than your true God self. That's what this is all about. Now listen, this guy sold Jesus out. Okay. So remember, this guy cut his ear off. And Jesus said, think that I cannot pray to my Father, and shall presently give me 12 legions of angels, 12 legions of spaceship. But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled? That thus it must be. He's saying, but how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled? That thus it must be. How would you write that? In that same hour said Jesus to the multitude, Are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves to take me? I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hand on me. So when I was in the temple teaching, you had no problem with what I was teaching. Problem is they started listening to him, started turning on their kundalini energies, and started not having no need for the foolishness of the church anymore. And the church started not understanding why this stuff Jesus was teaching to the masses was so powerful, when they were still tempting people through all the carnal enticements and the privileges of wealth and everything. Jesus wasn't offering any of that. What Jesus was offering to the masses was knowledge of self, and that's what people wanted, because they knew from the light that was inside of him that he was onto something that was good. So it was envy and hatred of his wisdom that made him have to walk along so much and be targeted for eradication. And it said, but all of this was done that the scriptures of the prophet might be fulfilled. See, the sun, like I always tell you, setting up the arena for people to show what they're made of. See, because the sun, all knowing, knows what you're going to do before you do it, because it has to give you the power and the energy, the sustainment that's necessary for you to have animation. And though since it has to give you this to do what it's going to allow you to do, it has to know exactly what you're going to do with the energy that it gives you. So that's the reason why your every thought, it's important that you control it, because your brain is nothing but a sun. It's nothing but coagulated sunlight. So everything it thinks, it's got to get the energy necessary to put any of that thought into motion from the sun. And you have a sun in the earth, as well as a sun in the sky, as well as a sun under the earth. And you always have constant energy that goes from the sun in this above, through you, to the sun in the earth. And then from that sun in the earth back through you and to the sun above. And you better leave all those suns, also have suns outside of their encompassment that encompass them, and constantly transfer sunlight sigil, sunlight information. So there's nothing going on in the universe anywhere the knowledge of, or the occurrences of events there, the information of those things existing and going on, are all accessible in dreams and astral projection world that we are all accessible to and capable of having ability to go to, as long as we know this and utilize this to be so. And utilizing it to be so means that you can know where your limitations don't exist, because there is no limitations. You will know why, I shouldn't have said where, but why limitations don't exist. So the eradication of the limit bringers and the stagnators should be the task of everyone on this planet, so that you can open up a new consciousness for these young children that's coming. And the earth can just be returned to the beauty that it was intended to be. And it's going to be done that way. So the best way to put it to you is that you're going to get involved with the repairing of this earth, or you just going to be destroyed as the next necessary removal that created the destruction of the earth. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove everything that is not going to be on the team of repairing everything. That's just the real truth about it. And that's what the sun is saying. Like I tell you guys, I am the sun. The S-U-N. You guys better know that. Alright? Now remember, he cut the man ear off. All this was done that the prescriptions of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the disciples took him and fled. Then all the disciples forsook him and fled. And they that had laid hold on Jesus led him away to Caiaphas, and high priest, the high priest, to Caiaphas, the high priest, where the scribes and the elders were assembled. They all sitting there waiting. Scribes and the elders. That'll be the preachers and the politicians. You know what I'm saying. That's what they always do. They disguise religion and politics. They try to dichotomize it, but they both the same thing. But Peter followed him afar off into the high priest's palace. See? High priest's palace. See? High priest. Governor's palace. High priest's palace. See? and went in and sat with the servants to see the end. Now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witness against Jesus to put him to death. So they all lying. The only thing Jesus is guilty of, Yeshua is guilty of, is being melanated. Just like, they lied on me, he stole something. They always out to lock you up or kill you. That's the only way they can really get down, stay in power, is they have to fight the beauty of nature and what is natural. Get rid of those real titties, put these fake titties on. Don't give your baby breast milk. We got infamil Symbolite, alright? Fake uteruses, okay? Everything synthetic, everything natural destroyed. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Alright? So they lied on him, like they lied on me, say he stole something. After all this land theft and murder and incarceration falsely and high price and inflation, deliberate lack of jobs, created homelessness, AIDS virus, everything that's evil. And so they lying on Yeshua because he comes off bearing testimony way back in the day that this is what these white Jews, Pharisees, scribes, high priests, that's all they were, the Jews. Same sorry asses that's calling themselves the Zionists today. This black man Yeshua out there fighting against them and came in and took over everybody's land. Preaching their superiority to everybody. All they white greatness in the name of the king. They ain't made it as far as having a white Jesus, but they do recognize different gods other than the gods that the black people have. Some of them even follow the black people gods. All the descriptions and everything changed, but all of the attributes remaining the same. To the latter self changed it to look white. Some of the attributes changed from a woman and gave pictorial resemblance of a man. So that's how that goes, I guess. You gotta get in where you fit in. So but found none, they trying to set him up as being a criminal. They say, but found none, yea, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At the last came 2 false witnesses, and said, this fellow said, I am able to destroy the temples of God, and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, answerest thou nothing? Answerest thou nothing? He asked him a question. And the high priest arose and said unto him, answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witness against thee? What is it which these witness against thee? But Jesus held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I acquire thee by the living God, that thou tell us whether thou be the Christ, the Son of God. Jesus said unto him, thou hast said, nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter shall you see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. Okay. Listen what Yeshua, the black man, is saying to them. He's saying, then thou hast said, nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter, he means even after now, shall you see the Son of Man, meaning the Son, S-U-N, man, M-E-N, sitting on the right hand of power. That means telling you that he's here with 1,000,000 starships and coming in the clouds of the heaven. And then you see them riding in the clouds all through the sky around the earth. See, this is the black Yeshua, the original personification that brought all this teaching and all this issue of writing this stuff in this book plagiarized off of our temple walls.